Okay, so Kyla and Taylor, how long have you guys been coaches?
I have been a coach for 3-4 weeks now.
Oh, fun. So you just started. Okay.
Yeah, I just started. I'm with Angela's like my sponsor coach.
Okay. And Taylor, how about you?
I started in June or July. I can't remember.
Okay. All right. So I want you guys to tell me kind of what your kind of your big why is for why you decided to be a coach.
I'll go. So
just do like super quick. Don't feel like I need like just like so for me, let me just kind of give you like kind of what I'm looking for. I used to suffer with self-confidence issues, eating disorders, stuff like that. So what I really wanted to do is I wanted to be able to kind of connect with other people that have dealt with that in the past and be able to kind of pay it forward and help them. I wanted to be able to, pay off my debt. I wanted to be able to be financially in a place where I'm at least able to live. I was not even living, paycheck to paycheck. And I absolutely hated my job, and I wanted to find something where I could feel fulfilled. That's kind of what I'm looking for, like for your why. So go ahead.
So I wanted to coach because I would love to not go to work every day. I struggle with things at work, with like having my routine disrupted, and I screwed my pants into my hook. Here we go. And another reason is I love photography, and I love making like woodwork signs. So I'd love to be able to do that on my free time if I were able to quit my job and start like an online boutique and a photography business. And then once I get married and have kids, I want to be able to stay home with my kids and be able to raise them and pay off debt, because I have a lot of it.
What's your job now?
What
is your job now?
I work at the hospital. I am at the ER admitting desk.
Okay.
And I just basically do a lot of auditing, and that's about it.
All right, cool. All right, so Kyla, what is your why, and tell me kind of like what you're doing now.
So my why is I just really want to like reach people and like be able to help people like achieve, their health and fitness goals. I'm a dietitian, actually. I work for the school district right now here in Buncombe. And, like, I like my job a lot. I just don't like all of the I don't like that I'm on someone else's schedule, that, I have a boss. Like, my dream is to be able to work for myself and, like, be financially independent. And, like, I mean, I make decent money right now, but I know that I would like to make more money. So, being able to, like, increase, my revenue that way, as well as, helping people too, because that's why I went into like nutrition to begin with, was to help people like heal themselves like through their diet. And so that's kind of like my biggest why, I think, is how I got started.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right, awesome. Hi, Meredith. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Hi. Good. Welcome. Meredith is Ashley Lindsay's coach, and she is also pushing for Diamond. You're pretty close to Diamond the last time I talked to you. How about now?
I have 5 coaches on each side, but no emeralds.
Okay, so you're waiting on your coaches to get coaches underneath you. Okay, and that is the hardest part, because you can get somebody to sign on as a discount coach, you can get somebody to sign on as a coach, but sometimes the hardest part is figuring out, how do I get them to talk to people, sign new people. And so what I love to tell people is just the most important thing is for you to think about what was helpful for you when you were just getting started. So what is the most hard thing for you right now? And if it's having conversations or knowing what to say to somebody, then you need to start sending screenshots to your coach, because that in the beginning, what for me, I think learning how to talk to people was one of the hardest. And so I would send screenshots to my coach. She would write out a response and I would save it so that I could use it again later. Because, you don't want to be like 6 months later, like, hey, can you tell me how I should respond to this person? Because I'm going to be like, no, figure it out. We do have scripts, but sometimes just when your coach will, take the time to, help you out with that. And if your coach is busy or working and you're not hearing back, post in our team page. That's what it's there for. There's other people there to help you. And so I think the biggest thing is just having confidence and knowing, what to say to people, and realizing that there's two things you can do. You can either invite people, or you can worry about what they might think about you. And, if you're worrying about what people are thinking of you, then you're not sending invites because it feels weird or you don't feel comfortable doing it. But I will tell you that nothing good has ever come from a comfort zone, ever, for anybody. And so it's a good thing if you're uncomfortable and it feels weird and you're just not sure. Talk to your coach, ask about, okay, she said this, what should I say back? For those first invites so that you can get your feet wet. And know that the more that you do it, the easier that it becomes. And, it's just a matter of going into it, and don't go into it saying, oh, she's not going to have the money, or, oh, she's not going to want to do it. If you go in there into that conversation thinking this girl's usually always broke, I know she's not going to want to do it, you have no idea how unhappy she might be with her, in her skin, and how unhappy she might be in her life. And that just looking for that accountability in that challenge group, that the other people are doing it with her, and she's going to, have to check in with somebody every day, that might be enough for her to say, this is worth it to me. So you don't ever want to prejudge anybody. You don't ever want to just decide somebody, isn't going to do it or isn't going to have the money. I go into every conversation, I'm going to change this girl's life. And this girl is going to be a freaking rock star coach, or this girl is going to be a freaking rock star client. And I'm so excited for her to join us. And that's what you have to do, because if you go in there thinking, oh my God, she's going to think I'm so weird, or, oh my gosh, she's not going to do this, but here I go anyways. It shows through. Even if you're not on the phone and you're just messaging people, your confidence comes through. So when you're like, and also you don't want to be desperate, so when you're just like, hey, I've got another group going on November 7th. I just thought of you because you're so fun. You're so positive. And I just thought, oh, you would be an amazing addition to our group of busy moms, busy fur moms, whatever. And I'm always looking for more fun people to join us. Do you think you could handle 30-minute workouts from home? And so I always end with a question. When you're talking to people, I always end with a question. My first thing, if I'm inviting to a challenge group, my question that I usually end with is, do you think you could handle 30-minute workouts from home? Because most people are not going to say no. And if they say no, you're going to be like, okay, I'm not sure that this is for you then. So I like to start with that, because most people are like, yeah, I could probably do that, And so I'm like, okay, awesome. So tell me about you. Like, what are your goals? So I just go into that after forming them. And when you're forming somebody, talking to somebody, getting to know them after sending that hey girl, and you're not sure where to go, that's when you send the invite. If you're like, okay, should I ask about the weather? No, just invite them to join. And don't feel like you need to form somebody for 4 days before you talk to them. Because if you're genuinely asking in a way that you're like, girl, you're so freaking positive, or I just love your post, or I just feel like we get along so well. Would you want to join us? And me and a bunch of other busy moms, whatever your target market is. And we're just kind of working on ourselves every day and doing I've got a new fitness and nutrition boot camp that starts November 7th, and I feel like you'd be perfect for it. Do you think you could handle 30-minute workouts from home with us? If you got that message, it would be like, oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, tell me more about it. It wouldn't be like, oh my God, what is she trying to sell me? It's like, I'm doing this. Do this with me. You're fun. I'm fun. Let's have fun together. And so when you go in there, and you're just very nonchalantly, instead of so I'm looking for one person, can you really help me out? Because in order for me to get, to the next step in my business, I get these messages the last day of the month from Mary Kay or, other people. And they're like, I really need you. And I'm like, cool, but I don't need this. So, it's not about what they can do for you. It's about what you can do for them. And so that's kind of the message that you need to portray, is that this is going to be fun. You're awesome. I would love to do this together. what do you say? And if you're doing a coach invite, you just kind of do the same thing. Compliment them, tell them why you think they'd be an amazing coach, and then say, have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach? And I just go into it with some type of confidence or with some type of compliment, because truthfully, people don't get compliments very often, especially when it comes to, people that are working. Do you remember the last time somebody at work gave you like a compliment out of nowhere? No. You're just supposed to go in and do your job. So that's what I love so much about Beachbody, is that, part of your job is posting. But, today I saw so many awesome posts, and I was like, I took the time to kind of like and, shout people out. And, Meredith, you had an awesome, okay, hold on. He has to poop. You had an awesome non-scale victory today. Like, love that. When you just see that from people and you are like, good job. And it's just something that, you're supposed to be doing anyways. It's just so nice to feel appreciated. And, so just giving somebody a genuine compliment can honestly make their day. And that's already making them more like, oh, this person makes me feel good. I want to, see what she does do. Maybe I could be, good at that. And so when you just ask, like, have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach? And they might say yes, they might say no, they might say I have no idea what that is. You say, well, basically it's just, you working on yourself while encouraging others. And, you don't have to be, where you want to be on your fitness journey. You're just literally doing a workout at home and inviting other people to join you, the kind of the same way as when you go to a restaurant and you love the food and you tell your friend that she has to go try it. It's the same way. And people are like, yeah, I think I could do that. And so I like to use that analogy too. I'm like, it's kind of the same thing as like when you go to a restaurant and you love the food and you tell your friend to go, she's got to give it a try. It's kind of the same thing. And people are usually like, oh, well, I don't know enough people, or I'm not into sales, or da-da-da-da-da. Whatever their objection is, you can say, girl, I totally understand. I felt the same way, but what I found is XYZ. And if you look on my YouTube, I have a 60-second how to battle objections in 60 seconds. There's a playlist, and I've got I want to say 6 60-second videos where I just give you some examples, and you can use your examples, but you can kind of see how I said, like, what if somebody says I don't have the time, if somebody says I don't have the money, if they aren't in the shape they want to be in, if they don't know enough about fitness or nutrition, whatever. But you just have to basically level with them, like, girl, I totally understand. I felt the same way. But what I found is, and you can use your testimonial. For me, I say, when Tim was like, I just don't have the time. I'm like, girl, I had 3 jobs when I started. I totally get it. I did not think I had the time. But what I found is we waste a ton of time scrolling on Facebook, right? On Facebook, on Instagram. I'm just using that time, and I'm doing it different. I'm using that time, differently for my business. And so you just have to kind of use specific examples to help them and understand that it's, everybody's busy. It's just about you doing something differently. And instead of scrolling through Facebook and Instagram for, 20 minutes while you're, laying on the couch, you can be messaging people and inviting people. And people need to know, they want to know that it works, or they want to know that they'll be good at it. And they want to know that, and a lot of times just you believing in them is enough. So I talk to people as if they're already a coach, and I'm like, you are going to be the most amazing coach. I am so excited. Like, you will just rock it. And I just can't even think about, can you even think about all the lives that you're going to change or you're going to inspire with your story? So kind of talk in present tense, like, you're going to be amazing. And when they want more information after you're basically you're just working on yourself while inviting other people, there's either live events that are happening that you can invite to. There's, the third Monday of every month is the 3-day sneak peek. I have a video on my YouTube that I did about what is coaching. But there's always going to be something that you can invite them to, because just saying oh, well, you're basically just inviting or encouraging other people isn't going to be okay, sign me up. You have to still go through and talk to them. So look at the scripts in our Google Drive. That is so important. I try to do my best to just always put good conversations back there. Let me show you how to access that. So if you go to the team page and then you go to the pinned post, I have everything there. So then once you come to our team page, can you see this? Okay. So once you go there, there's also some personal development. You can get in there and get some free personal development and stuff. But you go to scripts, and there's so much good stuff in here. This is my 2 favorite things. Okay, first is the common objections and responses. Are you seeing this? Common objections and responses? Okay. Shakeology is too expensive. And then there's some sample responses. If somebody immediately asks for the price, basically, I don't just say, oh, it's $140, because people are going to be like, no, thanks, bye. So this is exactly, how to combat that. If someone likes the gym, if money is tight right now, so this is like amazing. You can just go through and look at that and see how to respond. And then if you're, somebody's looking to sign up with a challenge pack, you can always just invite them to be a discount coach and invite them this way. And so this is the Anita Myron CP to Coach script. Basically you're saying, when they say, yeah, okay, let's do this, you can say, all right, cool. So you can either sign up as a coach, or you break it down into 2 ways. You can sign up as a coach and you're going to save money on your shakes. Every month you get access to our challenge groups ongoing, or you just sign up for once for 30 days and, it doesn't really make much sense to do it that way. And so people are like, okay, yeah, sign me up for the discount. So that's also another great way to just get people on board. It works really well. And, some people, might want to focus on themselves first and do that first 21 days. And then you're going to be like, you rocked this so much. I want to talk to you about working this business, because you are seriously going to change so many lives. So when you do it that way, a lot of times, you don't want to, sometimes they really do just want to be a client, and that's fine. So I give them, that first 21 days and we focus on them, and then I talk them up. I, compliment them. And then I work with them to, start inviting their friends and working the business. But you just can't be afraid. You can't think that you need to figure everything out, because there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff that, I still am learning all the time. There's so much personal development that I still haven't done. There's so many YouTube videos that I still haven't watched, but I can't just tell you enough that just be hungry for knowledge. And if we're having a team call, hop on it. If you are bored, get on our YouTube and find the recordings from our team calls and get on it. Just be a sponge, soak it all up. There's so much good stuff on YouTube. Danielle and Ashley and Angela are doing team calls. You can hop on their call. In November, with baby coming, I'm switching to every other week, and I'm going to keep doing that going forward, because I feel like for the last 2.5, 3 years, I've been doing a call every week. And I just feel like I could give more of myself if I was doing it every other week. And because we have so many awesome diamond coaches, they're doing their coaches. It kind of gives them easier for them to do every other week. And then you don't feel like you have to get on 5 Zoom calls in 1 week. And I know it's a lot, and a lot of people have full-time jobs and some have kids, and they're, balancing everything. So I know that I'm trying to make it as easy as for you guys as possible, but I just want you to take it back to the basics. Do your personal development every day, and you will notice a big difference if you commit to it every day, because I didn't think I needed it in the beginning, and I just can't tell you how much my business changed when I realized, okay, you're not any better than anybody else. You do need this. And I love it because it's not just good for your business. It's good for your relationships. It's good for you as a person. It's good for your mentality. Some of my favorites are the compound effect. I'm going to write these in the chat. The slight edge. What else? I can never spell this word. Entrepreneur roller coaster.
10X roll.
10X roll is good.
GoPro. Go for no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How to rock your network marketing business. 12-week year was good, but I would not say that for a newer coach. I think that's for when you're strategizing more. I like these other books because they give you more tools to start getting going on your business. But I did really like 12-week year. So yeah, so those are some good. I know. We'll go outside. Those are some good books to start with. But okay, so think about it in threes. You're going to add 3 people to your network every day. You're going to send 3 new messages. I call them your hey girls. Like, hey girl, I saw you guys went camping this weekend. Oh my gosh, it looked like so much fun. How was it? Excuse me. You're going to send 3 invites. So that's give them a compliment after you've been talking to them. Invite them either to, do you think you could handle 30-minute workouts from home? Or have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach? And then you're going to do 3 follow-ups every day, and that's it. If you can do that, like, you are going to grow your business every day. Add 3 people to your network, whether you're in Facebook groups, you're on the people you may know, you're adding people. I have one girlfriend that is an awesome runner. She is my best friend. I've known her since I've been 3. She wants nothing to do with coaching, but she has such a good following. She's active. She's, I just go and I add her friends and then, I'll go from there. So if you have somebody too, that's like I've literally talked to probably 3 of my really, really close friends, which for me, it's like harder to close your really, really good friends than like a total stranger. I can close a total stranger. It's those people that are really close to you that are like, yeah, but you can do that. I can't. So I'll go to their friends and I'll just add some people there that way. Or in a Charlotte Mom group, or, a yard sale group, a German Shepherd group, things like that. So adding 3 people, send 3 new messages, send 3 invites, send 3 follow-ups. And that is the bare minimum. And that is seriously going to move your business forward, and track it. So make sure you're writing people down every day. You will forget them if you just send them messages. So if you have a planner, write them down. We've got our trackers that we share. And do your workout and drink your shake and talk about it. And post regularly. Because if nobody's going to be like, oh, Meredith, can you tell me about this shake that you posted about 6 weeks ago? I'd like some more information on it. Nobody's going to do that. So just make sure you're talking about it. Make sure you're still being you. I'm posting about things like German Shepherds and wine and pregnancy and silly things that make me laugh. And so people feel like they're getting to know me, and they don't just look at me and see a Beachbody coach. So it should be, 80% you, 20% Beachbody. Make sure at least once a week you're inviting to coaching in a post, and at least once a week you're inviting to your challenge group in a post. And then I love to call them coach sprinkle posts, where if I'm working outside and it's a beautiful day and I'm feeling like just lucky to be able to work on something and, not have to answer to anybody and love what I do, then I'm going to make a post about it and hashtag best job ever. It's not like I'm looking for 5 people to join me, but it's just like sprinkling in why I love coaching. And that's so important to do, because I have people that really are like, girl, you look like you really love your job. I'm like, I do. I love what I do. So you want them to know, that it's something that's fun. And then the last one is in recognition. So recognizing your challengers, recognizing your coaches. So that's why it's so important to get in your challenge group and be the best challenger that you can be. Posting your meals, interacting, engaging with people. Let people know that you're in there and you're in the trenches with them. And that's when you're going to get amazing challenger success too. And then when you have somebody that posts a non-scale victory in your challenge, and even if they're not your challenger, say you don't have a single challenger yet, ask another coach if you can use theirs, or ask another client if they mind that you share that, little things like that. And I say, one of my clients, was down, and it didn't matter if it was, it was somebody in my challenge group, or it wasn't me or something like that, or, one of my coaches, and it could be a coach on your team. It doesn't have to be your personal coach, but, it's kind of like that fake it till you make it. Like, one of my coaches is down, and people are like, oh, okay, she's building her team. And so I just can't tell you enough how much that fake it till you make it mentality is amazing. Decide today that you're a successful diamond coach and a leader of an amazing team. And when you have that mindset, it comes across in your posts, instead of being like, oh, I'm just a new coach, but, no, you're a badass coach, and you need to just believe it, that you're, successful in this business, and it's going to come, but your mindset, it needs to start there. So that was kind of everything. I mean, I was taking it back to the basics, but that's so important. It's really like, don't overthink it. Do the basics and just be excited about it and go in with confidence. And I really feel like that makes so much of the difference. So is there anything you guys have questions with? Okay. Was this helpful? Okay. I actually do have a call at 9, so it's totally cool. I just realized what time it was. But if you guys think of anything that you want tips on or help with, please reach out to me anytime. Use Ashley, use Angela, use Danielle. They're awesome coaches, and they have a ton of knowledge, and they have been, rocking their business. I promise they know what they're doing. Just if they tell you to do something, do it, because they're going to be giving you, really awesome quality information. So I was really glad to, get to see you guys, because it's hard sometimes trying to get to know so many new coaches on our team, because our team is rocking. So thanks so much for taking time out of your night and hopping on here. And if you haven't made a post tonight, make some type of invite either to coaching or a challenge group post tonight. If you already have, that's fine, good. But if you're like, oh, I haven't posted since 4 p.m. or something, go make a post and invite somebody to something. It can even be invite people to our live event. And before you go to bed, invite 3 people to join our challenge group tonight. Before you go to bed, starts November 7th. So I will talk to you guys later. Good night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.